more. And that's why the prophet says, Moors, don't use the Slav against your brother. Don't use the Eurozoid against your brother. Because that's all coming from those antics in Europe. In the Byzantine Empire during those times. In Turkey. In Iraq. So, again, this Madak Welsh prince, man, came to the America, and he came with voyagers, with a group of people, and they had intermarried with local native or Moorish Americans, and their Welsh speaking descendants still live somewhere in America. That's why you have things like Walam Ogam, which was spoken in Welsh, found in Canaan land, found in America, and these type of things. You have it found in North America because remember, these were languages spoken down there, and they were known as the Proto-Celtic people, the Celto, Canaanite, the Welsh. These were Moors talking about back then. All those Europeans, they were mostly in bondage, man. Those Oxford and Cambridge universities, that's all coming from Moors too. Those castles coming from Moors too. Right, so these were our cousins back across the Atlantic in Inglaterra. That's why when they came over here, and they wanted to set up shop, we was like, cool, and you're gonna bring your Slav, your property, who wants to seek a better life because he's a refugee, because he's suppressed, he's oppressed where he came from. He's used as a Slav, working the plantations. He's the lowest of low, so he wants to leave and come over here and live a new life. But this Madak, man, who, remember, this is before 1170, is before the Abu Khari, the most recent Malian Moor who came over here and brought also voyages and many Moors over here, and they intermarried with the local people as well. This is before 1308, before 1310, before 1312, before those times, and even before when the Muslim Chinese man came over here during 1431, and they also intermarried with the local people as well, 1431. Because remember, you had different people coming at different time and intermarrying. They didn't colonize, but they put you into bondage and slavery, but they came and they intermixed. Because again, a mixum is the melting pot of the world. That's over here. So Wali, which is named in Wales, Wali, which is in the Arabic means custodian, protector, guardian, or kinsman, because those Moors down there were the protector, were the custodian, were the guardians, because they were interacting with the Eurozoid Slav. When we were Moors over here, Moorish Americans over here, known as Mayans, Olmecs, Incas, Phoenicians, Canaanites, when we were known as that over here, what happened? We didn't interact with the Eurozoid. We didn't interact with the Albino Slav. We didn't interact with that. It was Moors over in Europe that did. That's why if you check it out, usually they lived a shorter lifespan. Okay? Check out those Moorish kings when their ages is like 52, 46, 61. It's not like you'll never see 100 years old, 120 years old. I see 120 years old when you're talking about the Emperor Jimmu of ancient Japan, Moorish king, Canaanite king, Moorish Japan, you know what I mean? And Emperor Jimmu, how long he lived? 120 years. Yeah, that's a Moorish Canaanite king, emperor, who did that. And that's in ancient Japan, where it's much more at that time peaceful. But when you're talking about Moors living in the cold weather and you're interacting with the Eurozoi, you lived a shorter life. Time span. And that's facts. So those Moors